All right, good evening, everyone. I'm so excited that you're here with us. Let me start by introducing myself. I am Jennifer Keller, and I am a company vice president with Park Lane. And we put this event together tonight because we really believe that Park Lane is the best summer job ever. And I was really thinking about it today because, as I mentioned before we got started, we came out to Palm Springs just for the weekend. And what I love so much about this business is you can do so much of it online. So I'm at the pool, just checking a few messages, answering some questions. I woke up not today, I woke up yesterday morning to someone who placed an order. And I just thought, how many jobs out there can you really make money while you sleep? Like, I woke up and it was just a happy little email. And I thought, oh, bless you, that just paid for my pina colada at the pool. So thank you so much. So I really think as summer gets started here this month, that even if you have, maybe looked at a business like this before, maybe you haven't, but I really want to encourage you to open your mind to the possibility of trying this for the next 3 months to see if it's a fit for you. And tonight, one of the things we're going to do, because we want to appreciate you for giving us your time. So we're going to do some jewelry giveaways. Let me tell you how the giveaways are going to work. If you haven't yet, put your name. Well, if your Zoom name says your name, you're good. But put in the chat who invited you. And if for some reason your name says like Motorola or iPhone, put your name too, because we're going to do a drawing just for the people who are on the Zoom. So if you're watching this through our Facebook group, our Park Lane Sparkle Life Facebook group, maybe head over to Zoom, because for this drawing, we're going to do it just from the ones that are on Zoom. But we're also going to do jewelry drawings for everyone who just watches tonight, whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay. At the end, we're going to give you a survey. You fill that out. That is your ticket to win free jewelry. And we'll do that drawing probably on Thursday or Friday. And then we have some really fun prizes at the end that Carolyn Davis-Rollin is going to tell you how to win. But one of them I've been drinking out of all weekend. I promise yours will be new. But we're going to give away this Stanley cup. This is part of our Summer Boss package of all the essentials you need for summer. So I brought this out to Palm Springs. My future son-in-law, got this for me for Christmas. It's a bit intimidating, 40 ounces. It's hard, but out here when the temperature is 100 degrees, I now see the value of the Stanley cup. So this is part of the Summer Boss package. We also have this Lululemon belt bag. This is the travel essential. This is what I've been gifting everybody this year. My son's girlfriend's here. She has one in white. I gave it to her for her birthday. And then we also have, and I'm almost scared to take these out of the packaging because I am so quick to scratch them, but these gorgeous Key sunglasses. How cute are these? And these are brand new. So I'm just going to very carefully put them back in their packaging. And on top of that, we have 3 of our gorgeous, maybe not necessarily these 3, but 3 gorgeous impression bracelets that will be included as part of this package too. So at the end, Carolyn is going to explain how you get a ticket to win that. So of course, stick around to the end. But tonight, we also wanted to highlight some of the stylists on our team, and we specifically picked stylists who kind of are in different phases of their life. So we have someone who's a stay-at-home mom, we have someone who's a full-time worker, we have someone who's retired, because we have women of all ages, all walks of life, all different seasons, whether they're little ones, big ones, taking care of parents, traveling, retired, all the things comprise our team. So I thought tonight that we would start. I'm going to let Kerrie Hemenway. She's a fashion director on our team. She is a stay-at-home mom, and I thought I would let her kick it off and just let her tell you a little bit about her Park Lane journey. So Kerrie, if you can unmute yourself, that would be.
Hello.
Hi, I'm going to mute myself because I'm echoing. Oops, sorry, I just muted you. Sorry, Kerrie, unmute yourself one more time.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay, good deal. Okay, so yeah, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous, you guys. I'm used to like jewelry parties where there's like 10, 12 ladies watching, and we have 60, 70 ladies watching. So yeah, this is exciting. But yeah, my name is Kerrie Hemenway. I have been a Park Lane stylist for a little over a year now. I think it was a year in March. and I'm having so much fun. So I was asked to, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm the one representing any ladies here. If you're a stay-at-home mom, like raise your hand, comment one, whatever you want to do, like high five me, I don't know. And tell me that you're a stay-at-home mom too, and tell me your favorite thing about it, because I think it's just the best job ever. And then being able to be a Park Lane stylist alongside that is just awesome. But anyway, I was asked to tell you why I think Park Lane is the perfect summer job. And the reason it's a perfect summer job is because right now I'm currently camping with my family. I have escaped in my husband's truck to drive over to the nature center because they have free Wi-Fi, and I was afraid that I wouldn't have service, good enough service to do this for you guys tonight. So I drove over to have free Wi-Fi. But like, camping right now with my family is one of the reasons why like Park Lane is one of the perfect summer jobs. I was able to, my husband took a vacation day, and I was able to just load our kids up and leave for the weekend and not worry about coming home to an 8 o'clock job on Monday morning. And it's just so fun. And let's see, what else? I lost my train of thought. So the other thing that I love, okay, so this summer, right now, my son, my 5-year-old son, almost 5-year-old son, is playing t-ball, and we have games on Thursday nights. Well, Thursday nights is when I typically do my jewelry parties, because it's just the most convenient night of the week. The customer specials come out on Thursdays, and it's just like a fresh start in Park Lane. And so that's when I do my jewelry parties, and I usually do them on Thursdays, but we have t-ball on Thursday evenings. But 2 Thursday evenings this month were free. So that's when I'm doing my jewelry parties for this month. So that's the beauty of Park Lane, is it can be tailored to your schedule. If your Tuesdays are open, you can do parties on Tuesdays. If your Sundays are open, you can do parties on Sundays. It's just so easy to cater it to your schedule, to cater it to your family. And that's why I decided to do it alongside of being a stay-at-home mom. I homeschool my 2 little kids. They're going into kindergarten and 1st grade. And I get to make a little bit of extra supplemental income alongside doing what I know I was called to do, which is be a stay-at-home mom and homeschool my kids. And we get to go camping and just work my business alongside my schedule and my time, where I put my family first and my business second. So that's why I love Park Lane, and why it's perfect for summertime and all year round, really.
I love that. Thank you, Kara, so much for sharing. We appreciate you. And I love that she's on vacation too. So she's out of town. You know, it's so funny, just a little bit about me. I have been I've been with Park Lane for 2.5 years, but I've been in this industry for over 20. And for the early part of my career, we had to do everything in person, which was fine. I love that part of it. And we have a lot of stylists on our team that still do that right now. But with technology and the online world, you can literally do this anywhere. So we will let her get back to her campground, and so glad you found some Wi-Fi.
Yes, thank you guys for listening. And I just love Park Lane, and I love all of you. So thank you.
Thanks, Kara. Thank you. Okay. Well, one of the things we wanted to share tonight is we wanted to focus on really we call them the 3 Ps of Park Lane. A little bit about the people, about the products, and about the programs that Park Lane offers. So I'm going to kick us off. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the people. And one thing I love about Park Lane, and I was really kind of thinking about this afternoon at the pool, is they are a company that has been around for 67 years. And that is a long time. Like, when I think about them, they have survived recessions and wars and COVID. Like, they have stood the test of time. And even as I thought about it, because my previous company that I loved, they closed in December 2020. And I never thought that was going to happen. But as I started thinking back on that today, I can think of at least 8 jewelry companies off the top of my head that have closed since I started my career. So what I really appreciate about Park Lane is that they have figured out how to do this and weather any kind of storm that might come up. So the company is also debt-free, which I appreciate. And one thing I've always liked about them is the owners, our family-run business, is they only put a 2% profit into their own pockets. The other 98% they put back into their teams, back into the field. And later when Carolyn starts talking about all the programs that Park Lane offers, this will make more sense, because otherwise you might think, how can they afford to do this? How can they afford to do this? They can afford to do it because they only take 2% of the profit. The other thing I really appreciated about them is I think they are a very smart company. They listen to their field. They're very fluid. A lot of times they will throw out different incentives last minute based on what the field needs or what they're going to do. Like one of the incentives that we've been working on for a long time that ended in May is a trip to Paris. And what Park Lane did in May is they offered to give away a trip for, I can't remember if it was the entire month, but it was at least 4 weeks of the month, where every stylist who sold $500 that week got a ticket to win an all expense paid trip to Paris. We had one girl on our team, Jess Thompson, who won the trip to Paris. She also earned it, but she won it. She also won the trip to Cabo that they did last year. And they're doing one last drawing on Monday. And I just feel like, I don't know anything, but I just feel like it's going to be someone from our team. I just, have that quiet confidence. So I love that they really listen to the field and they move quickly. They're great at social media. They're great at marketing. And they just seem very wise to me in a lot of decisions that they make. So the company is amazing, and I could talk on and on and on about that, but I really want to talk about the people on our team, because I am very proud of our team Sparkle. And when we got started, because we're still pretty new, all of us really got started in the last 2.5 years. For many of us, it was after our previous company closed, not everyone. But when we started 2.5 years ago, I got together with my leaders and said, we want to make a difference with this team. We want people in Park Lane and even out in the world to look at our team and think there is something different about them. We want to take all the experience we've had before and just turn this into a beautiful sequel for our next chapter of our life. So we created a mission statement, and our mission statement is to empower others to build a business with purpose. So every decision that our leadership team makes, we filter through that statement. So if it's not going to empower you, if it's not going to help you build a business, if it doesn't have a purpose, we're not going to do it, right? We want to help women make a difference, whether it's to increase their income, whether it's to do something flexible, whether it's to be part of something bigger, to be able to give back, but we want it all to have a purpose. And some people, when they look at joining a team, they're looking for a community. They want a like-minded group of positive women, and occasionally some men. We do have a couple men, but mostly women that they want to be around. And we will give you that. Our team is very encouraging, supportive, celebratory. We celebrate everything as much as we can. But the other thing is, if you're looking, to make some additional income, or even if it's for the other reasons I mentioned too, we have solid systems in place that will help you do that. That's one thing we've really gotten good at over the last 2.5 years is, helping new stylists onboard them, which means that we can help you join, we can help you launch, we can help you make money in your first week or two that you're in the business, depending on what your schedule is. We can help you promote in your first 30 days. We have a system that we are confident that we can help you do that. We have a roadmap for success. What I love about this time and talking to you girls tonight is, this is like the warm up to July. So what happens in July is we come out with our new fall line of jewelry. They're going to announce another trip. And, Carolyn will go into all the trips. I won't go into much, but they're amazing. And I can say confidently with all of you right here, right now, that if you want to earn the next trip, like the one we just finished was Paris, just to give you an idea of how good these trips are. If you want to earn the trip, I guarantee we have a roadmap for you to earn that next trip. We are all starting together in July at the same time. So this June time period is like your warm up. It's like just getting ready for the big event and then the second half of the year. We have all kinds of training available. We have weekly training, monthly trainings. We have workshops. We have things, we can train you how to do this business in person. We can train you how to do it online, through VIP groups, through Facebook shows. There are so many different lanes that you can work Park Lane. And you can pick one and say, this is my lane, this is what I'm doing. That's great. Or you can say, I think I might do some here, some there, some there. We will help you figure out a roadmap for you to be successful at this. Another thing we offer, and I think of it because it's tomorrow night, is we do a mega show every month for the team. And that's where you can invite guests. Tomorrow night, it's me. And so tomorrow night, I will be showing the jewelry. You invite guests, you get the profit, you get the free jewelry. I do the work. We really encourage you to leverage us to help you build your business, because we know that you are limited on time, right? So you need someone that's going to say, do this and help you move this business forward. So I'm super excited. I'm so proud of this team. I am. They're just the best ever. So that's just a little bit about the people of Park Lane. And as we get going in this too, if you have questions, just throw them in the chat and one of us will answer you too. But I wanted to move on to another stylist on our team who's going to talk about how she works this business with her full-time job. So Kerrie Miller is a fashion stylist on our team who is pretty new to our team. And I'm going to let her take over and tell us a little bit about why she joined Park Lane and how she's making this work with her full-time job. So thank you, Kerrie.
Good evening, everybody. So I joined back right around the 1st of November after giving Rayanne many no's. I had all the excuses that probably many of us here on the call tonight that don't know. I work full time. I go to gym class, trying to think all of them I gave her. I didn't think I needed the money. It's not about money for me. I know some people that it is. I was a good customer for her, so it wasn't really that for her. She was just giving me the offer or the opportunity. She was just sharing it with me. And I kept coming back asking more questions. She invited me to the call, and it piqued my curiosity, because what I do for 40 to 50 hours a week is I do sales. I sell industrial supplies. But I think what piqued my curiosity is, first of all, the compensation plan is just clear. No matter what, you come in, you're earning 30%. I come from sales. That's our compensation plan's not like that. I mean, it's just not, you're going to make this. You do it, you make it. That usually happens. So that was the first thing. But I'm the type that likes to share good deals like that. I like to empower women. And so the more I heard, it was just time for me to go out and have fun. So I have a real job of sales, and then I have a fun job at sales. And I think just when you realize you can put in as little time as you want, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. But it really doesn't take 20 hours, 30 hours. I mean, I do a lot on my lunch break. I spend a couple hours in the evening. It just really depends how much you plan in the week. But I mean, depending on what you use, SendShare, Project Broadcast, there's just so many different apps that we can use that saves time, that you can have multiple shows and still only use an hour or two a week. And the free jewelry, I mean, whoever thought that I would say I have so much free jewelry that I have to give it away? I mean, I'm using it to build my business, but now I actually have so much jewelry that I sat down with my person and said, I'm going to start giving you jewelry. I want you to build your business with it. So let's set a plan and tell me what you're going to do with these next 10 pieces of jewelry that I'm going to bring you. So I just love it. I love empowering. As you can see, it looks like I'm on vacation. I'm not on vacation. I am headed on vacation Wednesday, and I'm going with the stylist under me. And we're actually using our travel time to Sacramento to plan how to help move business forward. So I know I have a lot on this call. Come join my team. I'll do the same for you.
Oh, Kerrie, thank you so much. And I love that she's traveling to Sacramento. Well, she looks like she's in Hawaii, but then she's going to Sacramento. Now that's a business trip, right? So that a lot of our stylists do this. They have the first person they have join their team is usually a friend of theirs. And then it becomes a write-off. You go to Sacramento, now it's a write-off. You go out to lunch, it's a write-off. It's all good. So thank you very much, Kerrie, for sharing that. We appreciate you. And then next, I'm going to let Rayanne take this next part and talk about the products at Park Lane. Rayanne Flickinger is a senior leader on our team. She is one of my sidekicks that I cannot imagine doing this business without. So Rayanne, I'm going to let you take it.
Thank you, Jen. Oh, girls, I am so excited about this. You know, I love that Kerrie's going out to Sacramento with Tanya, and they get to do this business. And guess what? They get to take their jewelry right on their body. And that when they're in the airport, they can talk about their jewelry. That's not even in my notes. That was just extra because people notice our jewelry. We have jewelry. We will travel, right, girls? It makes us feel good when we wear our jewelry, and it's worn year round. We have summer jewelry, we have fall and winter, like Jen was talking about, and springtime jewelry. Jewelry gets the most compliments between women. You know, it's easy to compliment jewelry. You don't want to compliment, you know, say somebody is a little bit pudgy or something like that, and you say, oh, when are you due? Well, I'm not. You know, that could be a little bit risky, right? But oh, I love your earrings. That's a safe compliment right there, right? So I love that. And when you're out wearing your jewelry, you are a walking billboard for your business. And it's really easy to start conversations, like I said, at the airport or wherever, to get new contacts for your business. And since we are virtual, like Jen was talking about, we can go border to border and coast to coast. And it just makes it easy because we can do it right here in a box. I love that we are selling to a want instead of a need. Women love jewelry and they figure out a way to get it, right? It is also already in an established market. The high fashion jewelry sales is already established. We're not recreating something. And jewelry sales now through the year 2026 is projected to grow 26%. Now, Park Lane had its best year ever in 2020 during COVID. And we are surpassing that every year since. So this is a great business, a great facet of this type of a business to be in with the jewelry. Our jewelry is lead, nickel, and cadmium free, is hypoallergenic, is backed unconditionally with a no questions asked guarantee, which protects against manufacturing defects. It protects you against mishaps. Maybe the dog gets a hold of one of your bracelets and chews it up. You take that mangled piece, you send it back into Park Lane, and they're going to send you a brand new piece. Now, if that happens within the first 4 months, 120 days, it's absolutely free. After that, there's only a $10 charge plus sales tax and shipping. That is a fabulous guarantee. And what it does for us as stylists is show our jewelry and sell to our customers and our hostesses, because we know that we are backed up and they can buy in confidence from us. So I just love that. That helped bring me in to Park Lane. And I can tell you, I have been in jewelry sales for 22 years. And I will tell you, Park Lane's jewelry is some of the best jewelry that I don't know of any better line. The quality is bar none, and they take great care in taking care of that for us. Our metals are 14 to 22 karat gold electroplated to the highest industry standard. Say that 3 times, highest industry standards. And the silvers, they're rhodium electroplated. And it's even for a longer lasting piece for you. We also offer the hematites and the rose golds. And so we have genuine stones. We have genuine turquoise, jasper, jade, freshwater pearls, agates, mother of pearls, rose quartz, amethyst, and more. And I love that because we have a broad market that we can share our jewelry with. We have all styles. We have delicates, we have the classics, we have bold and edgy, we have boho, we have pearl core. That's one of the newest ones that's going to stick around, I think. We have all ranges. We have $22 to over $200, but we would never let you pay $200 though. Okay, Carolyn will share more about that in just a little bit. So the new jewelry is dropped regularly, kind of like what Jen talked about. We get 2 full catalogs twice a year. We get it in July and we get one in January. We get 2 smaller seasonal catalogs twice a year. We get one in October and we get one in May. And then we also have monthly drops that Park Lane is dropping in for us, and it makes it easy for us to stay in front of our customers. And that's what you want. When you come into a business like this, you want a reason to be in front of your customers, and the repeat sales that come with Park Lane have just floored all of us that have been in this industry, this business before. The repeat sales, repeat customers have just floored us because we did not have that in our previous companies. So why jewelry? Because it's gorgeous and it's easy to show. So I want to introduce Shellie Wilson. Shellie Wilson is on our team, and she is, I think, a branch director now, and she is retired. So she's going to share with you why a retired person would want to do Park Lane. Shellie, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay, very good.
Thank you, Rayanne. Well, when you retire, you look forward to having all this free time. But what happens is you have free time, but you don't have anybody. Like Jen mentioned, a sense of community. I worked in the defense industry with all men. And so when I retired, I didn't have contact with anybody. And I'm like, you know what? I need to kind of build my circle of friends. And so I had been thinking about going into some small business that could help me do this. And my recruiter had mentioned, if you ever want to join Park Lane, come under me, which of course I would, because she's one of my dear friends. And so I thought, okay, number one, where can you get your own business for only $99? I came in on the lowest level. There's 2 other levels, but for $99, and you have your own business and it's all packaged beautifully, you hardly have to do anything. I get a community. Look at all the beautiful women on this call. I'm part of all of them. We're friends, we're coworkers, we're comrades. I needed a little extra money. When you retire, you don't really know how much you need. And then after I'd been retired for 2 years, and then it's like, okay, I think I could use a little bit more income. So this is just so beautiful because Park Lane pays their commissions every week. And like Kerrie mentioned, you start in at 30%. Well, another thing about Park Lane is you can work your way up pretty easily. All I had to do was recruit 2 people, and I became a branch director, and I got bumped up in my commission to 35%. So that just added a little bit more income to my weekly paycheck. And I bought a new car, and I was able to open up my phone and show my bank account and point out to the guy. I was able to point out to my sales guy, these are my commissions from Park Lane. And he's like, you make that much selling jewelry? And I make nothing compared to some of these ladies. But anyway, it was enough to give me the income I needed to buy the new car. Anyway, this, at age 65, which I'm going to be this month, I have had a lot of summer jobs, but Park Lane is really the best summer job because here's why. No quotas. You do you. You can do it however you want. You can have Facebook shows. You can have vendor shows. You can do it on your own schedule. They have lots of incentives and lots of contests, and I am motivated by incentive and contests. I tried really hard for Paris. I made 55%, which I'm so proud of because at the beginning, I thought I never could even make 25%. So that I got over halfway was so encouraging to me, and I'm going to get the next trip. But they have contests. They have ways of helping you build your business, lots of training. Every leader is open for a phone call, a text message saying, hey, I've got a question about this. Can you help me? And they will be right there. They will answer you. They will show you what to do. So being retired and needing a little extra income, this was perfect for me. I got in at the base level, $99, very cheap to own your own business. They do all the work. They pay your sales tax. I mean, they take care of all the inner workings of it, and you can get a tax statement at the end of the year, and boom, you don't have to be figuring out all this stuff. So it's so easy. I love the product guarantee that somebody's already talked about. You can bring it with you wherever you go. And one thing that's happened to me since I've retired is I had kidney failure. And so I had to go on dialysis. Guess what? I threw a bunch of jewelry in my bag and I showed it to every nurse, every technician, everybody that was there. And they bought jewelry from me. And I keep bringing it and they keep buying it. And I keep convincing the guys, when was the last time you bought your wife a piece of jewelry? This was before Mother's Day. And the one guy said, I don't think I ever have since I bought her diamond. I said, well, it's about time. And so I had some impression earrings and an impression bracelet with me. And he says, purple is her favorite color. And that's what I had. He bought the earrings. He came to me the Monday after Mother's Day and he said, those earrings were a big hit. So I'm going to have a repeat customer in him. He's going to buy the purple impression bracelet, let me tell you. But anyway, it's so easy. It's so fun. You have a big community. You have lots of training. It's cheap to get into, or inexpensive, I should say. You can get in at a higher deal, but $99 and you get $500 in free jewelry for your kit. It's all right there. And I have done another direct sales business before too, not in jewelry, but in something else. But this business is a lot easier and just a lot less cumbersome. And I'm really glad I did it. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Shellie. That was so great. I was just love it all. My heart, I'm listening to it. I'm just thinking, oh, she makes me so happy. I even sent Jen a text. I was like, but hi, everybody. I'm Carolyn. I get to share with you a little bit about the programs, but I just want, I know we can't see you all, but just for a second, let's give everybody who has already shared a hand, because the ladies on this team, they truly are amazing. Whether you do this part-time as a stay-at-home mom, or as a full-time worker, or retired like Shellie, or maybe you get to a point where this becomes your full-time business. It can be any of those things. But what I love about this team is it's not a competition. It's not about who does the most or whatever. We want to help each person reach whatever their specific goal is. And I just love that. So our third P we want to talk about are the programs. And Park Lane has amazing programs for 3 different types of people: the customer, the hostess, and the stylist. And one of the things I love about Park Lane is when you choose to become a stylist like we did, then you actually can still take advantage of the customer perks that I'm about to tell you about, the hostess perks and the stylist perks. This is what we like to call our trifecta. So let's talk about our customer program. We always have a buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, which means our customers only pay full price for their 2 least expensive items. Last week, they dropped these gorgeous turquoise colored Caribbean impression earrings. And I can't tell you how many ladies were so excited about them because they matched a previous bracelet and they were only $28. So they were buying like 2 pairs of those earrings, plus you getting some half price items. Plus Park Lane usually always has an extra, actually, the whole time I've been in, they've had an extra perk for the week where when the customer spends at least $90, she could go back and pick out a $200 item for $30. So this week, there's even an extra perk on top of that, where after they use their $200 item for $30, they can pick out a $100 item for free. So I think everybody should do this as a summer job, but in case you choose not to, you should shop with your stylist like right now, because the sale is so good. But also for our customers, they have these things called style drops. Like this bracelet that I'm wearing here, I'm actually wearing a lot of the new Capri collection that just dropped last week. And Park Lane, we've already heard it. They drop specialty pieces for us throughout the year. We just got the necklace, the ring. There's some earrings too, but I'm not wearing them. But then this bracelet is a style drop. This bracelet, I want to say the retail value of it is close to $200. But right now when our customers spend only $40, they can get this for like 20 or 30 bucks. And about every week or two, Park Lane has some sort of limited edition, very current and on-trend piece that they will drop for a major discount, and our customers can get it with a $40 purchase. So it just keeps it fresh and exciting. And whether you're sharing on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, or just at church with your friends and family, Park Lane keeps it exciting and interesting with all of our customer perks. We even have a subscription box your customers can get called the Sparkle Box, where for $39 a month, they can get like $160 worth of jewelry every month. It's so much fun. Let's talk about our hostesses, because I mean, we know as women, we love a great sale, right? Oh, and back to the whole vacation thing. I also was on vacation this weekend. I also sold jewelry. I was on the river and I had a little bit of a signal. So I was at least able to share the pictures of the earrings and the things that Park Lane had dropped. And so while I was out on the river floating around with my family, I got orders. And that's why it is the perfect summer job. But once women get attached to this sale and they love our jewelry, we love to tell our other friends about a sale. So then they book parties. Or I book parties. I mean, that's how I originally got into this business. Even though I was with a previous company, I had never been to any kind of a party. But once I went to one and I saw what the hostess got and I saw how much fun it was, I booked a party and then I decided to sell it. It's just kind of the natural progression of things. But as a hostess with Park Lane, our hostesses get a thank you item, which is any $200 item for $30. She also gets 4 half price items. And I didn't tell you this before, but on that whole buy 2, get 4 at half price sale, you as the stylist, you earn commission on the full and the half price items. And when your hostess gets to take advantage of those 4 half price items, you also earn commission off of those half price items. That was a huge pay raise for me from my former company. So our hostess gets a $200 item for $30. She gets 4 half price items. She also gets free product. And it's not based off of how much money her friends spend. She gets $20 in free jewelry for every single order her friends place, whether they spend $200 or $20. But then when we help her get to 10 orders, Park Lane doubles it to $40 per order. So she gets at least $400 in free jewelry. And there is no cap on that. I've had a party where I've given away over $1,600 in free jewelry to one person. Imagine, can you imagine spending, who could spend that? Put an M in the chat if you're thinking, me, I could spend that. And then on top of that, we have these 2 extra incentives called Fast 50s that we can use to incentivize our hostess and help her have a more successful show. So I like to say, I'll give you an extra $50 if you have 10 people watching live, or I might give her an extra $50 if she gets 3 bookings. Or if we haven't used her Fast 50s yet, I might say, I'll give you an extra $50 if you rebook for 6 months down the road. Those Fast 50s, we just pay $10 a piece for them to give them to her. Or we really could even have her pay for them if we wanted to. I love that Park Lane does not say you have to do things this way. They're like, here are the tools. You do what you want with them. And when her friends book parties from her party, Park Lane is going to give her another thank you item, which is a $200 item for $30. So your hostess is saying, you should have a party. I want to get more stuff. You should have a party. I'll buy from your party. And it helps keep your business going. I think if you're looking at any kind of business like this, you want something with a party plan, because if there is no party plan, then there's no referral perks. Like you just have to go out and find people all the time. But when there's a party plan, ladies are bringing you their friends to shop with you. And then those ladies bring you their friends, and it just helps your business reproduce. So that's a little bit about our hostess perks. Let's talk about our stylist perks. When you become a stylist, you not only still can shop the customer sale and make your commission off of it, you can not only still be a hostess and get all the free jewelry and make the commission, you also now have access to the best fundraiser program I have ever seen. With Park Lane, you can do a fundraiser for any 501c3 nonprofit organization, and Park Lane will donate 50% of the sales to that cause and still pay you commission out of the other half. That is amazing. We also have You heard a little bit about it, not one, but we have 2 luxury travel trips every year you can earn, and you do not have to be like a certain level of leadership. You could come in brand new, baby, brand new jeweler today, stylist, whatever you want to call yourself. And when they announce that trip in July, recruit a few friends, sell some jewelry, you could go on that trip with us. A number of us came in December of 2020, and January, February, March 2021, we were earning that very first trip. So it really is amazing. And I love to travel. I will work for travel. I need a shirt that says that. We also have Rich Rewards Club, which means you can earn free jewelry every single month. We can earn over $1,100 in free jewelry every month. So Shellie got started with the little kit, but she has earned a lot of jewelry since then. All these girls have. I started with big kit, but you always want more. And when you are earning 250 free, 300 free, the designer ensemble that hasn't even dropped yet, it is so much fun. And then you get to the point where you're like Kerrie, and you're like, I got to give some of this stuff away. I have too much jewelry. But it's a really good problem to have. We also have a Mercedes car program where you can either take a white Mercedes, they'll pay up to $700 a month for the white Mercedes lease, or they'll give you $500 a month in cash. If I took the cash, there's a number of us on this call here that took the cash. Jen took the convertible for a while, and then she let it go back. She was like, I'll go back to the cash. So they're just so good. The fact that they are an incentive-based business and not a quota-based business is huge. I never feel like, oh my gosh, I have to sell so much, or I'm going to be inactive, or they're going to take away my website, or I'm going to get kicked out. No, I might be like, ooh, I want to sell some extra this week because I want to win this Capri necklace that I did earn for free, or this Capri bracelet that I earned for free, or this Capri ring that I earned for free, because they always have extra prizes for us all the time. It is so fun. But let's talk about how you make money, because, you might be here for money. You might not just care about trips and free jewelry, but we all earn at least 30% commission. I think you heard that echoed through everyone. And you can work your way up to where you're earning 50% commission. But one of the biggest things is you never go backwards. Since we don't have a quota, let's say you signed up 5 friends, and in a year, they all got out. Now, this is not going to happen. But if it did, you would keep your title, you would keep your commission level. You never go backwards. We also have no breakaways. So let's say you sign up a rock star and she promotes past you or to the same level as you. You'll still always be able to earn commission off of her and her entire team, because when you build a team with Park Lane, you get paid infinitely deep as long as you keep doing your business. Now, you can't just quit and expect to do nothing, but as long as you keep doing your business, then you will still earn income from your entire team. We have tons of other programs like this Capri set. All of this stuff, this was an extra. This wasn't even Rich Rewards Club. This was something extra they did that month. So while you're trying to win maybe the free bracelet for that week, you might accidentally win Rich Rewards Club. You might accidentally win the trip. I know me and Rayanne, we both bumped into that Mercedes. We were not tracking that at all. And we were like, oh my gosh, I think I earned the Mercedes. And we had, and that was like 2 months into our career. So, and I know Jill Ross earned it super early. We probably have like 15 women on this team who have earned the Mercedes. And I don't know how many of them were actually trying for it, but me and Rayanne, we were just trying to win free jewelry and win a trip. And we were like, whoa, I got a Mercedes, which we took the cash. But so let's talk about those starter kits. Shellie already told you the smallest one's only $99. You get $500 worth of jewelry. You choose that $500 in jewelry. It's not some random hodgepodge of jewelry you get. You get to pick what you want. You could do the $229 package, which is the business level. It's our most popular one. With that, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. Or our boss kit is $439. And with that, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. Now, what's the difference between these packages? The jewelry. Pretty much, other than that, they're all the same. I do think you may get a Park Lane tablecloth with the middle and the bigger package. But overall, it's the jewelry, because each package, you get your website for an entire year. They cover all of your credit card processing fees, which is huge. My previous company, we had to pay the credit card processing fees, and that was 2 to 4% off of the whole dollar amount, not off of just my commission. It was 2 to 4% off the whole dollar amount. So that was like an 8% cut, 6 to 8% cut into what I made. We don't have any of that in Park Lane because it's all done on our website. That's pretty much it. But I have to explain the prizes. Hold on. And I have to give you a keyword because Jen here in a minute is going to post our survey in the chat. And every time we do this little Google Doc survey, this is how you get in the drawings. I'm also going to announce the winners of the people who are on the live. But before I do that, let me just share a couple other things. The reason why this is the best summer job is because if you're a teacher or you're a student, maybe you're going into college, you can get your feet wet. You can find out if you really like this or not. And then when you go back to teaching or your kids go back to school or you start college, whatever, this gives you a nice amount of time to just kind of check it out, see what you think. And whenever you decide that you want to continue, you just continue. And whenever you decide you don't, you just don't. You don't have to write a letter of resignation. There's nothing you have to do. You can make as much money or as little money as you want. And then whenever you're ready to stop, you just stop. In a year from now, let's say you sign up today, because it really does take like 5 minutes. You have a week to pick out your jewelry. So don't think you have to pick out all that jewelry right now. But a year from now, should you continue to choose to continue, you would just pay $100 to renew your website. That is it. We don't have monthly website fees. We don't have monthly quotas. It's so, so good. That's why I think it is the best summer job. I mean, lots of other reasons. I once did jewelry shows while I was in St. Croix on a scuba diving trip because everything's virtual. So you can travel, you can work, you can take time off because you have no quotas. It's totally up to you. But we have 3 winners that are on here live. And even those of you that aren't on here live, make sure you fill out the survey because we are going to do additional jewelry drawings from everyone who fills out the survey. And those of you that are on live, whose names I'm about to call, make sure you fill out the survey because that's how Jen is going to get your address to send you the prize. But our 3 winners so far, we have Jennifer Schulter, and I wrote this down based off of a text, and now I can't read my own handwriting, but she's Anne Marie's guest, so that should help. And then Rebecca Nimogen, she's my guest. So yeah, Rebecca, that's exciting. And then Remy, who is Lisa King's guest. And I didn't get a last name on that one, but you 3 ladies, everybody make sure you fill out the survey so that it's a Google Doc. Jen just put it in the chat. If you cannot find it, message your stylist. She has access to it. She'll send it over to you. Now, the other prizes, the other reason why this is the best time to join Park Lane, you can get an extra $200 in jewelry right now. When you sign up with any of the kits, the 99 and get 500, the 229, get 1,000, the 439, get 2,000, no matter which one you choose, when you sign up within the next week and a half, it has to be before, not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, and you become a qualified stylist, which it's your leader's job to help you do that. We help you sell $1,000 in your first 5 weeks, which usually happens at your first party. They're going to give you an extra $200 in free jewelry. I've never seen them do this before. We've seen them offer, an extra free bracelet or this or that, but they've never done this extra $200 for qualified stylists. So that is really, really exciting. And when you join is it by this Wednesday or following Wednesday, Jen? We have a swag bag. Let's just sign up by this Wednesday. She can type in the chat if I need to say the next Wednesday. But we're also going to do a drawing for, joined by Sunday, June 11th. That Lululemon belt bag, those sunglasses, the Stanley Cup, and the 3 impression bracelets. Oh my goodness. What is the value of that? That's like a $700 value or something. It's a lot. So we're going to do a drawing for that whole Boss swag bag to help you have the best summer job ever and look so cute while you're doing it. I think that's pretty much everything I need to say, except I don't think I shared a key word for you to put on the survey. Let's see. Let's make it swag, SWAG, because you're going to get that super cute swag bag of goodies. And it's going to be so much fun. I don't know if I should open it up for questions or just say goodbye. I always love to ask people, does anybody have a question you want to ask? We are pretty much open books around here. And it's okay if you don't. All right, ladies. Well, I think we'll let you go. So thank you so much for joining us. Let me tell you one more thing. I could do this all night. message your stylist or stylists on here. If you have anybody who thinks they're interested, you should be able to find the directions to sign up on boards or reach out to your leader, because your stylist can text you the instructions and you truly can sign up in like 5 minutes. It's not a huge decision, but it would get you in during the extra $200 special, get you in during our swag bag drawing, and then she will connect you to whoever her upline division leader is. We work together as a team to train you, and it's so much fun. So thank you for being on here tonight. Thank you to all of our speakers. This has just been incredible, and we look forward to helping you all get started. Bye.